river in Serbia at its lowest level ever recorded. The low water level is uncovering the wreckage of German ships from World War II. It is also leaving boats stuck and raising concerns about aquatic life. Water temperatures at 28 degrees Celsius, which is 82.4 degrees Fahrenheit, very hot. A new wave of extreme summer heat continues to torture much of Europe. The record high temperatures are sparking destructive wildfires. Firefighters in many countries are battling flames being fed by parched landscapes, including the UK, Croatia, Italy, and Greece. There's also record drought in many areas. CNN's Stefano Pozzebon has details from Rome. Apparently that story isn't quite ready. Hopefully we'll get back to it in a little bit. Meanwhile, Italian police say that they have recovered some famous artwork stolen in a museum heist. Renowned French artists Paul Cézanne, Pierre-Auguste Renoir, and Henri Matisse created the 3 recovered paintings. Mass burglars stole the art from a museum near the northern city of Parma in March. Art experts valued them at over $10 million. Authorities say the investigation is still ongoing. A new wave of extreme summer heat continues to torture much of Europe. We now have this piece. Is it ready to go? I don't know. Okay.
A tower of smoke looms over holidaymakers in northern Greece on Thursday. The fast-moving forest fire sending tourists and locals fleeing. Hundreds on small boats emptying 2 popular resorts in peak holiday season. From the sky and the land, fire crews battled to stop the blaze, one of many wreaking havoc across the continent. As Europe swelters in record-breaking heat, dry conditions are helping wildfires race across the region. Spanish crews worked through the night fighting a fire in the country's northeast that burned through 20,000 acres and forced more than 900 people from their homes. In Croatia, 7 people were in hospital in life-threatening condition early Friday after strong winds whipped up a fire around the popular tourist town of Omis on the Dalmatian coast. Fires in France and Germany have also led hundreds of residents to evacuate. Usually temperate Britain has not been spared. As the country baked on its hottest day of the year on Thursday, fires spread across central England, burning farmland and houses to the ground.
Not our horses, but we saved them.
I heard a scream, and all the trees along the railway track were exploding. They weren't just setting fire, they were exploding. So we just grabbed everything and left.
With no sign of rain, authorities here and across Europe remain on high alert. Stefano Pozzebon, CNN, Rome.
U.S. midterm elections are just around the corner, and Democrats hoping to flip enough seats to take control of the U.S. Senate. Democrat Hallie Schaffner is here live. She's hoping to oust a Republican stalwart from the ruby red state of Arkansas. Her story next.
The whole story
within the balance of power in the U.S. House and the Senate. Democrats are hoping to take control of both houses of Congress from the Republicans, and they seem to be doing better than usual in many places across the country. This map shows districts the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee believes it may be able to flip this year, and includes many red states that are traditionally won by Republicans. Among them, the state of Arkansas, where 2-term incumbent Senator Tom Cotton is facing a legitimate challenger from Democrat Hallie Schaffner.
We need a senator who knows what it's like to bet the future on a field, who will fight to protect our health care and bring costs down so we can afford gas, groceries, and the mortgage.
Hallie Schaffner joins me live now for her national TV debut. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
This is an introduction for a lot of people to you. So tell us a little bit about your story and why you decided I want to be a senator.
Well, let me tell you, being here with you was not on my life's bingo card. Up until last year, I was a farmer, a soybean and rice farmer. I'm a 6th-generation farmer from Arkansas. I ran my family's farm for about 10 years. And then last year we closed because of the farm crisis, along with 15,000 farmers across the country. And my story, the story of working hard and doing everything right and falling behind, that's not just a farmer story. That's a ton of folks in Arkansas. hurting the economy and paid with their biggest donors instead.
And the Farm Bill has not passed. What from a policy perspective are you going to do differently when it comes to farming?
I mean, we desperately needed a farm bill in 2023, and it's 2026. We still don't have one. We sort of got one in the One Big Beautiful Bill, but not really. Unfortunately, what it's done is it's pushed the farm crisis essentially to the precipice. We've now lost a quarter of all the farms in Arkansas. And the truth is, we simply do not have a safety net under which farmers feel comfortable operating. And so a lot of us, like me, decided that it was just better to exit than to experience more losses. I would actually like to have a farm bill that incentivizes farmers to be and that would actually work really well for Arkansans because we're also the most business producers. I mean, imagine a farm economy in which farmers grew a kilo of fresh food and sold it back to the farmers.
You know the challenges, though, in terms of being a Democrat in Arkansas. There has been no Democrat elected to Congress since 2010. Donald Trump won the state 3 times. He won the last election by 30 points, which means you got to get Republicans to vote for you. Why should a Republican vote for a Democrat, especially if they are a Republican and like a Republican policy?
Well, it's what I hear from folks when I'm traveling around the state, and I'm hearing this whether I'm in a farm shop or I'm in a Democratic County Party meeting in they're tired of the left and the right and the liberal and conservative aggressive middle pieces of problems. And let me tell you, we've got problems. We're the hungriest state in the country. We're the second sickest. We're the 4th poorest. We're the nation in poor bankruptcy with farmer suicides. I'm not asking anybody to become a Democrat. I'm just asking, don't we believe we can do better than Democrats?
What is your number one policy priority if you get in there, and how do you actually get that passed?
Oh, I don't know that I could pick just one from, a hungry and sick and poor state. I mean, I think it's lowering the cost of health care, it's rebuilding the farm economy, and I'll put these two together, fighting corruption and mass corporate consolidation, because that is really squeezing families and farmers and small businesses all across our state.
And how do you get that passed?
Oh, yeah, that's a very long list of things. I think pretty much immediately the first thing I want to do is I want to set up the best constituent services program in the country. And I will say this because Tom Cotton has no constituent services program. And I don't believe that you can start to solve any problem at all without the feedback from the people in your state. I want to make sure that folks have somewhere to go and someone to talk to tell their stories so that we can start coming up with solutions to the problems we have that are actually solved by the people experiencing those problems.
Is there a senator that would you call your role model, the person you most want to emulate?
No, and this is not going to be something your viewers understand, but when people ask me what kind of Democrat I am, I say I'm a Mike Beebe Democrat.
And what does that mean to the national audience?
So 15 years ago, we elected our last Democrat to our governor. And he won all 75 counties 15 years ago. And he is held up as a sort of a bastion of excellence for someone who wants to get the work done and reach across the aisle to do it.
And of course, there was quite the Democratic governor years ago who became the president from Arkansas, Bill Clinton, as well.
That's absolutely right.
Hallie, thank you so much for making your debut with us.
Thank you.
Best of luck out on the campaign trail.
Thank you so much.
Christopher Nolan made the blockbuster epic of the summer with his movie The Odyssey. But can the Hollywood hero find a home with Chinese audiences? Mike Valerio on the scene in Beijing talking to moviegoers next.